head to head-to-head. It's time for some seasons playoffs. I didn't even remember I was in the playoffs, so we'll see how rusty I am getting into this. But it's good to be back. Played some marathon yesterday. It was a cool stream, and now back to football. So we're towards the end of the football run, getting ready for some MLB, some wrestling coming soon. All right, timer should be up. Does timer not work? Oh, there it goes. All right. Hey, what's up, Max? How are you guys? Good to see you. I got the volume too loud. I realized it for a change. All right, timer needs to be up there where you guys can see it, right? Okay, it's there. Yeah, sup dog. Smells like sup dog in here. I don't know what's up with you. So they said somebody got a hold of me. It's like a third party thing, but they said they got a stream key for your boy, and I'll be there day one on the full release version of the game, the premium version. So yeah, we're gonna do a little wrestling. Take it back to the 80s when I cared about wrestling. Yeah, let's get freaky. What's up, guys? Fellas, yesterday it was on the front page because of the marathon game, and I was losing my flipping mind thinking that Twitch had booked me for the front page, and I didn't know when my timer was. Oh my god, look at Truckin' splashing around in here. 100 bits, thanks Truckin'. It did a cool animation on my side I wasn't expecting. FS1 TV and Sambies, welcome in. So yeah, I'm sorry. I started stream, ended stream, thought, oh, I better milk this. Let me jump on some words on stream. And then like the traffic dropped out significantly. So I guess when you're doing your sponsored hour, if you get a sponsored hour on Marathon, and I think like today's last day that you might be able to get one if you stream, you may get put on the front page. So yeah, they didn't tell me nothing about it, and I'm wondering what in the world I had 1,200 viewers or some nonsense. Get your robe ready. Yes, we're getting the robe ready. NFL or college football? Sam, I'm an NFL guy. How about yourself, Sam? Yeah, trucking with the bit bombs. Solo, how are you doing? How was dashing yesterday? Guys, I'm in the playoffs. I didn't remember I was in a playoff run. I don't think I played in like 5 days. TikTok buddies, when you follow, the lights flash and the timer goes nuts. So please follow. I'm gonna hit you guys with a question of the day in 1 minute here. So you're dashing right now. Grind, don't stop. Love to hear that. Hopefully they're tipping well today. Let's see. Pretty Girls, Love Darius, Tyler, Trusted, Carson, welcome in, guys. Who's ready for MLB The Show? It's almost time. Ready or not, like that Fuji song. Here they come with another release. All right, question of the day. Cold fries hit different, or cold French fries are straight trash? I was pass interference like a mofo on that play. Nats fan is not down to get down with the show this year. Let's see, Skylar, JM, welcome in, guys and gals. Nats fan, I've turned into a hater on the game, but you know I bought 2 copies of it this year. I got a gift card sent to me for renewing my DirecTV, which dinosaur platform. But they sent me a gift card to renew with them, and I used the gift card to get it for the Switch because it'll make my grind way easier to be out on the living room couch playing the game too and getting all the stuff done. Skylar Rowett, thanks for following, Skylar. Who's your favorite athlete of all time, Skylar? If I could ask. Cold French fries, thumbs down. Usually eat your food either hot or cold for solo. Depends on what you mean by cold. So it doesn't have a definition. These was cooked up by Chat GPT, but my thought of cold is like been in the refrigerator, and you're just not even going to bother to warm them up type of cold. And can we get him down before he gets the first down? Dude, gas is going nuts. Yes, if you knew where to invest, if you're friends of the Pentagon, you knew oil was going to go through the roof today and stocks were going to crash. It'll probably mellow out, but yeah, gas is going to be a pain now. You think it would go the other way, right? With Venezuela and Iran being complicit with us now, but yeah, gas is going to spike. I saw a lot of the Wall Street speculation throughout the weekend as to what funds to buy and stuff. I don't buy single funds or anything, but yeah, those guys they crack me up when they lose $1 million trying to figure out the market. Gas here is $2.47. Gas is like $4 here, guys. You guys are living the life out there. Not really, but I mean, it is the reason the gas went crazy, right? I mean, part of why the gas went nuts is the events over the weekend. I try not to weigh in on it too much because, you know, people want to just enjoy their sports and get away from real life. 70 streak for Phil. Look at this guy. It was a nice streak, and now it's a very nice streak. Yeah, minimum wage for fast food workers is $20. It may have gone up a little bit. Non-minimum, or excuse me, the non-fast food workers, I think they're 18, 19 an hour now. Yeah, Monty to Texas. How about that? David Montgomery to Texas. And they didn't give up a whole lot for him. Although running backs are kind of not that valued in the league the way other positions are. So you guys still have the federal minimum then, Solo. Right, I think that's the federal minimum now. It's $7.25. No wonder you're dashing. Like, dashing seems so much better than starting the wage scale and working your way up. Unless you have, you know, a specialized position you want to work in. But yeah, like gig economy sounds like it would be a better way to go in Indiana. Let's see, second move of the day for him. Oh, what was the first move, Cam? Cam, how are you doing? Yeah, thanks. Big shout to Skylar for the follow. We want everybody to be like Skylar. Screw being like Mike. Be like Skylar. We're multi-streaming. Red platform with those inadvertent copyright strikes I had on there. I've lost the algorithm push. Maybe we'll get it back when the MLB The Show comes out. But yeah, red platform's pretty much crickets. Let's see. Traded a tackle to Cleveland for a fifth. They are making moves. Had a job making $23 an hour and couldn't pay for nothing. That sounds like a really good. I mean, that's triple minimum wage. You think cost of living and everything would be down versus that? No, I like it. It gets the occasional straggler Nats fan, but Red Stream's weird. There's times where Red Stream will be the most viewed stream out of all three of them. That's not happening now because I didn't stream for like a month there. Truckin used 10 bits to play emotional damage. I'm trying to avoid emotional damage and get this win and go to the Super Bowl. Fresh balls. Yeah, I'm supposed to do another deal with Manscaped here in a couple of months. Actually, I think this month. I better get a hold of them. They keep changing my point of contact at Manscaped. But yeah, use creator code DFR15, get 50% off and free international shipping at Manscaped. I got a new point of contact today at Underdog as well. So if you guys are fantasy players, Underdog, use code DYF. But that guy's taking a while to process the game. Let's see, Washington Nationals will win 15 games total this year. Nationals might be good. They got some good young players. It's a lot less stressful when you don't have an expectation for your team going in. Ooh, Epic, yes. Epic creator code Danielle Freak. I always forget about that one. You're off Madden for the rest of the day. It made you mad. So my dad was he was older than Boomer generation. He was the silent generation, but he used to tell me you can get glad in the same clothes you got mad in when I was a kid. Always was irritating to hear that logic when I was trying to vent about my feelings. But if it was about a video game, I definitely would have heard that response. So why'd you get mad at Madden, Aiden? It's just pixels on a screen. Did the game cook you or something? Cubs win the World Series. I wouldn't mind letting the Cubs win. I know Truckin would like that. Okay, I gotta switch. Those pink lights are like burning my retinas, Nats fan. I'm sorry. You should have got to enjoy your redeem longer than that. Oh, here goes Kenneth Walker. Walker may be going to the Lions now. Back to where it all started, right? Rank game, overthrow, 20 seconds left on the 5, and overthrow, 0 pressure for a pick 6. Aiden, please know I'm just joking with you. Sounds like a skill issue, Aiden. Let's see, Truckin', he bought some new skins for Fortnite. Donated to the cause over the weekend. I think I made $1 million off of Truckin'. I really should stream Fortnite once in a while. At least we'll get into some wrestling and then of course MLB. They had a good weekend. You know what? I opened up my local news, and there's a old hometown paper which almost never the website almost never gets updated anymore. And then we have the county newspaper, which is larger. So I looked at both of them this morning, and we had a chemical leak in my hometown. Everybody was supposed to stay in, shelter in place. I didn't even know about it. I slept through the whole thing. So did the family, but supposedly the air quality is okay now to go outside, but out of abundance of caution, we're gonna stay inside till like the afternoon at least, so all this stuff can blow out of the air. We're not particularly close to the plant that had the issue, but I don't know that I trust local officials to really be dialed in on that. Aiden, you're a legend, dude. Thanks for following. Aiden, who's your favorite athlete of all time? So basketball wrapped up this weekend. As far as the kids having a good weekend, all the kids made a bucket in their game, so that was cool that they all had a score in their final game. One of the little girls on one of the teams invited my kids to a K-pop themed birthday party later this month, so they're excited for that. And I got the little net pitchback thing that you throw into and the ball bounces back, and you catch it with your baseball glove. I got that set up for him yesterday. I'm gonna get the t-ball net to hit into also set up this coming week. So kind of start getting ready for baseball season. I'm a little bit better baseball dad than I am basketball dad because I have more I can teach in that sport. Great to have little Mama Silva here. I was rambling. Good to see Huey in the stream. Just to hear of Huey in the news. It's always good news when we see Huey in TikTok. Huey, how are you? How's Jerica and how's the baby doing, Huey? We got a tip interception here. Let's see. I'm trying to read chat and return this one as far as we can. I don't know how much he'll get into sports. I think the sport he likes the most is swimming, and we're gonna get signed up for swimming too. My daughters are particularly good, especially the older one. I can see the skills developing for her for both sports. Like maybe she can get a scholarship, but I don't want to be push too much and expect her to be Caitlin Clark or anything either. Jericho's great. Big guy's turning 1 on the 28th. Oh, got to get him the smash cake, right? So he can smash it up and enjoy his first birthday. Hey, what's happening? Is it Ethan? Ethan Lane? Without any A's in there? That's tough to read. Trucking, he loves swimming. He was a fish. Somebody farting too much. Yeah, probably. They do like I don't know. They make these. It's a Japanese owned plant that's been in my hometown before I was born. I thought it had actually shut down. I was surprised there was a leak over there, but they make like different sodas and different things, and I don't know where they distribute them. I usually don't see it in stores around here, but yeah, that plant is old, and unfortunately, it polluted our area apparently quite badly. Oh, it's okay. So it's Ethan. Okay, I just want to be sure I was saying the name right. This is my Super Bowl. This guy's got some 90 overalls. Uh, so we'll see how this goes. You bought some new shoes or Seahawks colors. Oh, nice, little Mama Silva. Are they comfortable? I bought some shoes off of Slick Deals. They were my size. I think they're Anta shoes. I want to say that was the off-brand. I think those are the ones that Clay Thompson used to endorse. They were marked out at Walmart for I don't want to exaggerate. I think they were $7.85 or something. So I figured even if they're terrible, I can always take them into the collection of shoes and use them for mowing the lawn and stuff. So yeah, I bought 3 pairs of them since they were my size and they were on clearance. It's like, yeah, why not? Some cheap dad shoes. Did I get any Super Bowl items for my team? Yeah, I have quite a few Super Bowl players boosting the team. Jaden, you're from the UK. You've been playing Madden for a good few years now. Mutt is super fun. Who's your favorite team in the Premier League, Ethan? Just got back. Who's leaking? We're talking about this, Donnie. It is a power plant, or not a power plant, a food plant in my hometown. Had some type of chemical leak this morning, is what happened solo. So the local officials had us shelter in place while I was asleep. I didn't know about it. And then they've lifted the shelter in place now. It's supposed to be okay to go outside. They said minimize your outdoor exposure for the time being, right? So I'm thinking let's just wait till noon or later to get the kids outside because they want to go outside. It's nice weather currently here. Carter, thanks for following as well. Carter, who's your favorite athlete of all time? We got a Manchester United fan in the house. They are Ava. Okay, you got them. Yeah, nuclear. Yeah, it's going nuclear out here. Yeah, Homer got the job. Yes, exactly. You know what's weird? In I know half of you are too young to relate to this, or more of you are too young for this. But like watching The Simpsons, watching King of the Hill, used to identify with Bart and Bobby Hill and those younger characters. And now that I'm in my 40s, I identify a lot more with like, you know, uh, Homer Simpson and Hank Hill. Like those guys are way more relatable. Um, as far as what's going on with life and the jokes and the humor that's slipped in there for the adults. But that perception of what you identify with and what makes sense to you and what's humorous to you, it changes as you get to turning gray over the years. This guy seems like he may be a sweaty player. I'm glad he got that first drive in for a touchdown. Trying to win our Super Bowl here. So outside's overrated, says Solo Phil. Question of the day: cold fries hit different, or cold fries are straight trash? Dude, yeah, I love Modern Family. I think I watched every episode when they released. Would DVR them quite often and not necessarily drop what I was doing when it was live on ABC. But I remember the previews for it, right, and seeing the actor that played Al Bundy, Ed O'Neill, with Sofia Vergara, and it's like, oh, this is probably going to be a pretty funny show. Always enjoyed his portrayal of Al, so that got me to watch it in the first place and stuck with it throughout its whole run. Thought I was going to drop in there and grab that with Cam Kitchens, but I messed up. So we give up 7 after getting 7. Opponent will have the ball second half. This is my Super Bowl game. I don't know what division I'm in. I think I'm in veteran. All right, so I've been rambling. Yeah, how's everybody's weekend? What you guys up to? Anybody have like Easter plans coming up? Passover plans for Nats fan? There's an Easter egg hunt in my hometown towards the end of the month, so we'll probably go to that. Question of the day: is Big Bang Theory overrated? We're talking the comedy, right? I enjoyed it. I don't know. I think some people felt like it was. I know there's plenty of criticisms on it that they're overdoing the stereotypes of nerd culture for Big Bang Theory, and I guess the Young Sheldon show had a pretty good run too. Nats fan, he's more of a fan of Seinfeld than Big Bang Theory. I'd have to go the other way. I never got into Seinfeld. I probably watched like 3 or 4 Seinfeld episodes in my whole life. And when I watch them, like, it's okay. It's just not something that I ever felt like, oh yeah, I got to go and binge watch this and watch every single episode that was made. Mr. No Name, how are you, Mr. No Name? Good to have you in the stream. We are in our Super Bowl. You loved Drake and Josh as a kid for Nats fan. Man, I'm too old for Drake and Josh. I don't know what it was about. Well, that was a bad throw, crossbody. Tried to fit it in there to Smith, and yeah, Jason just didn't have the ball on target. Did I watch any Netflix shows? I didn't finish watching the entirety of the run yet, but I watched like 3 seasons of Stranger Things. Need to get caught up on it eventually here. He's going for the deep shot, and he keeps getting that turnaround catch with Rice. A couple of these have looked interceptable. Drake and Josh, 2005 to 2009. I think you guys are probably around the same age, Huey. You a Nats fan? The popular show Friends is not for Nats. I didn't care for Friends either. I've probably seen more episodes of Friends over the years, but yeah, I couldn't tell you all the character development or any of that stuff. Didn't stick with it. Not a great game situation here. He's got the ball next half. I've turned it over. I've had a couple of plays where I thought I was going to intercept it, but I didn't get to it. I'll blame it on being rusty, but we don't want to be rusty in the Super Bowl. The 2-week layoff, my guys have been partying too much here. They need to lock in. You recommend Lucifer and Space Force. So the thing with Netflix is I may not have a Netflix membership. So maybe a Netflix Captain Hook, where occasionally I go and consume their content from whatever sources I can find, to be honest there. Don't know what my personal views for entertainment are. I love comedies probably more than anything. Don't mind some action or some sci-fi, but yeah, comedies usually my wheelhouse. I want to laugh. Try to enjoy the day. Zach and Cody was hilarious for Nats fan. Truckin's bringing out the band hammer on Zach and Cody. Did I ever watch Everybody Hates Chris? No, I didn't watch that one. I remember they would advertise it. I want to say it was like on the WB or something. But no, never watched that one. I watched Everybody Loves Raymond a few times through. Bama watched Everybody Hates Chris. Now, we needed that run from Walker, and we got it. Bama, what is going on, buddy? How was your weekend, Bama? Oh, it was on BET? I watched a lot of BET as a teen. Chowderhead, 53 months. That is big hype. Chowder, how are you? How was the weekend? Are you feeling better, Chowderhead? Now can I defend? I'm getting cooked over the top. Let's drop those zone plots a little deeper because he's taking deeper shots. Oh, the George Lopez show was kind of funny, but I didn't watch through the episodes. Apparently, George Lopez is really bad about stealing other comedians' jokes and stuff, too. Oh, Love almost took it to the house. Let's see. No Bueno says, trucking. Finally feeling better after having a lingering cough and some chest pain from coughing so hard. That sucks when you're coughing so bad that, it starts affecting your ribs and your chest. Ooh, Predators, Red Wings. Man, I don't watch hockey like that. Give me an NBA one, Big Beef Stew. Says over under 6.5 goals. Does anybody in chat have an opinion? Beef Stew, I got the purple chat and red chat going. Some of those guys are hockey aficionados. They'll probably give me an answer here. But yeah, I don't know. I just want you to use code DYF when you join Underdog. Willing to bet Truck and Love MASH. Durant over under 25 against the Wizards. Here's my concern with Durant against the Wizards. The Wizards, sorry, Nats, man. The Wizards currently, as they stand, are so bad with the injuries and development of young players that Durant may not play that many minutes in the game before the game is already decided. So I definitely think he can drop 25 on him. The issue is he going to play enough minutes before it's too lopsided to pull him out. Do I like WWE? Well, I'm going to start liking it because I'm supposed to be playing it here in the next week or so. I don't follow WWE, though. Smash Bama. What? Bama, is this true? Emergency was a W, says Bama. Clippers, back-to-back games. This guy is cooking on offense right now. And he's looking to bring the clock completely down to 0. KMG, I don't know what that is. Flash 356. I don't know if that's a weapon or a TV show or what we're talking about. And Rice is down on the goal line, so he can definitely bleed it out here. If they cook on offense, just go cover 1, says King of the Greens. I don't think my guys are fast enough for cover 1 a lot. And he's in, so we got 24 seconds the other way. Yeah, I haven't got any of the Combine guys, King of the Greens. I'm kind of slowing down on the game, unfortunately. Do I watch boxing or MMA? Very, very rarely. You pre-order WWE 2K26. I should be streaming it when it comes out. Grant's from the Virginia, D.C. area. He'll drop 70, says Nats fan. Oh, that's true. Yeah, he may want to show out in front of his family and friends. If he has any friends left for Kevin, considering his Twitter production, we'll call it, here in recent days. The Durant Gate stuff that broke out around the All-Star break. Yeah, I wanted to scramble up, but we'll get pulled down in bounds. Gonna need some help here. Something to go my way in the second half. Actually, I think instead of risking a pick six, let me just hand off. Walker breaks it, great. If not, on to the next half. He retired the snake gimmick nickname. His new nickname is the Burner. Oh, I don't have one of my X Factors on defense. Yeah, I don't really care for boxing much. I watched it more growing up. Huey, it seemed like it was such a big deal. Whoever was the heavyweight champion of the world, Mike Tyson and Buster Douglas, of course, beat him when I was a kid. I remember Lennox Lewis and George Foreman and those different guys being the champion. Tommy Morrison was another one, but as the years have gone by, feels like boxing kind of faded away, and I just don't pay attention to it. How about yourself? You big into either or maybe both? The George Foreman girls, yeah, Foreman did great to get his name on there. Made a lot of money. Yeah, I can see this route opening up, and I don't have anybody fast enough to stay up with Hasker. And Mawari out of position. I'm gonna need to go for like onside kicks or something. But at least we made it to the Super Bowl. If we don't pull it out, not a bad run. Regardless, maybe we'll get some good packs. Trucking that emote is great. The Yoda turning his head around. Right, so Myers kicking off. Using my Seahawk kicker against me here. We'll take the touchback and try to regroup. Really shouldn't be abandoning the run, right? Not this early. Got two defenders with the X Factors turned on. Huey's a fan of Rocky. I don't think I've seen the entire Rocky series. Kenneth Walker is trying to put the Seahawks on his back and bring us back into the game. Back to the Future is better than Rocky, says Nat fan in Purple Chat. Yeah, Back to the Future is a great trilogy. How many versions of Rocky are there? I know it went to Rocky 5, but then there's like a reboot, right? Where he becomes the trainer. That came out kind of recently. And I don't know if they've made a couple of those movies or not. Your favorite of history, says Mr. No Name, is Creed. Creed's the more recent one. Well, if you can't beat him, onside kick him, right? Let's try it. And we got the ball. Boys, we're back in the game. Rest in peace to the quarterback from Colorado. Yeah, very tragic single car accident. He was in a Tesla. Apparently it caught on fire after he was, I guess, going too fast around a curve is what I read this morning. This happened a couple days after that Rondell Moore issue. The tragedy around Rondell Moore too. So just sucks for young people. Anybody to lose their life, but especially when you're young like that, you have your whole future ahead of you, and then it's suddenly gone. Yeah, that kick was perfect for me. I love Moneyball. I don't know that Moneyball's necessarily my favorite sports movie or anything, but it's nice that the A's got a little bit of love there for that movie. I'm gonna get Shaheed down, or I tried to avoid taking a big hit stick. Did I see Dion fired Warren Sapp? I didn't realize Warren Sapp was working with Dion. No, I didn't see that. So Walker running through some of the Saints. Try changing up the formation and the run, so he's not going to know for sure where it's going. Well, the game bailed me out there for a second, but we'll still get dropped for a loss. Maybe not my best idea. So Warren Sapp was the defensive coach for Colorado? I didn't know that. I know he was with NFL Network and he kept getting in trouble with some of the ladies that were working there with him. But I didn't realize he had linked up with Dion. I'd have to imagine Warren Sapp has a lot of money throughout his playing career if he didn't burn through it all in his talking head days. He's a horrible coach. Have you ever seen Rookie of the Year, Cubs baseball movie? Yep, it is. Yeah, the Cubs movie is a good one. Tony says go for 2. Well, Tony, I need to score first, Tony. Let's see how that goes. And he was able to slip through with Derwin James. Shoot, let me get the field goal, I think. Warren has 8 kids, no money on his side. Yikes. I didn't know he had that many. Sounds like Sean Kemp a little bit. Now, if they're all with your wife, and I know that's not the case for a lot of these athletes, but if they're all with your wife, then it's maybe not such a money drain like Philip Rivers and his family. But if it's with multiple different partners and you're paying alimony and blah, 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 oh boy. Darius Hayward Bay is going to cook me here. Dang it. Let's see. Favorite movie martial artist like Keanu Reeves, Donnie Yen, Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee. I like the ones with Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan. I'm drawing a blank on the name of the franchise though right now that they had. Rush Hour. Those Rush Hour movies I like too. Eh? Little Big League was good too. Yeah, for sure. And did he hang on to that? How did he hang on to that? Getting smashed everywhere. So Warren's got 8 kids, no money on his side. 8 kids with 6 different people. Yeah, we had him draped, but Wright's too good. Bama and Nightbot getting into it. If you're browsing on TikTok, please be sure to follow, share, and like. The more you do, the longer the stream goes. Coming weeks, we'll have some WWE action, and then MLB The Show will be our main content moving forward. Well, we need a miracle, but we may as well keep battling. Hey, Crime Scene, thanks for following. Who's your favorite? Actually, Crime Scene, I'll ask you a different question. What's your favorite fast food restaurant, Crime Scene, if you have a favorite fast food place? What's your go-to spot? Wendy's, McDonald's, so on and so forth. And JSN can't hang on. I got Rice with Stickum on his hands, and I can't get JSN to get it. Chick-fil-A for Huey. Favorite is Church's Chicken for Crime Scene. Am I ready for MLB The Show 26? Not really, but it's going to arrive just the same, and I may as well stream it and try to grow the platform and the community with the game. So yeah, I'll be in for the show once it's showtime. How about for yourself, Cuckster? Gotta be careful pronouncing your name. Alright, we'll just roll out here with Sammy and try to keep our slim hopes alive in the Super Bowl. You're excited? No worries. Yeah, I think this week they're doing a Legends trailer, right? And then they're going to do breakdown on the WBC. I know they took out March to October. Some March to October fans were irritated that the game mode's been removed from the show. I think it's MLB The Show 19 version 7. Like, we just pay for a roster update every year and a little wrinkle on Diamond Dynasty. The game definitely hasn't taken the leap forward that it should have in this generation of consoles. But yeah, I still like talking sports with you guys. It's Slushy. Hey, what's up, Slushy? Different account, Slushy? Is that what's going on? Hope you didn't lose your main. We'll try another onside. We're 1 out of 2. We need some luck. Trying to do it a little different each time. Not that it's going to make a huge difference, but see if he'll touch it by mistake and it'll bounce forward. No, there goes Hayward Bay. At least it gave him a short field and he won't be able to completely run out the clock. It's cool. You're surprised you'll be on WWE. Will it be crossplay? So they got a hold of me. They said they're going to be sending me a game code, Huey. It's like a third party. But I'm guessing 2K uses third parties now to distribute their codes. So as long as they deliver the code, yeah, I feel like sure, why not play it? So hopefully it'll be a fun addition. As somebody that grew up in the 80s with Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan and those guys, whatever I can get into that triggers nostalgia is probably what I'll be doing for a handful of days. But as soon as MLB drops, then that's going to be the main thing for me. Not that I don't want to play Madden, but you know we're getting into the spring and I'm still clinging on to my Seahawks victory. So see. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Game needs an overhaul, says our buddy. Yes, MLB needs an overhaul desperately. Love WWE as well. Grew up in 08 to 13, loving it. And then you fell in love with B-ball. And we'll drive Rice back to the 2-minute warning. Field goal for him would make it an 8-point game. So we still have a shot if we can hold him to a field goal. Guy's offense has been fabulous, though, so I'm not sure if that's going to be particularly practical, but we're trying. And it's Rice again. Man, I thought that was pretty covered up and we could punch it free. However, he's got that limited Rice card going. Has been straight cash money for him. Rice has got me numerous times. A couple balls I thought were interceptable where I didn't get the defender in good shape. Had an amazing year this year in the NFL. It was a great year. I'm looking forward to what comes next year too, but just trying to savor, you know, that they won another title. Next year's next year, and we have no idea what's the season's going to break out like. You know, can have injuries and completely fall off. 6'7", dude. I hear about 6'7" every day. My older of my 2 daughters is huge on that 6'7" deal. I don't even know what got her started with it. I think she claims she heard it at school, but I think she saw it on YouTube. And she does a little hand motion too. Oh, if I could have kept Smith in bounds, we would have just walked in for the touchdown. I tried to. Been an offensive Super Bowl here. Get down, Sammy. Let's try to keep hope alive. Sam Darnold didn't hear no bell. At least not yet. And we'll dump it off to Rashid Shaheed. And we'll get out of bounds after a 6-yard gain. Is there any other good games that are releasing soon? It sounds like Grand Theft Auto might actually release this year for those of us that are waiting for it. I've never played any of the franchise, but I do plan to pick that one up and play it when it releases. Seems like it's going to be, you know, just a moment to behold in the streaming and gaming world. Am I a fan of Resident Evil? No, I haven't played them. I usually stick to sports games. Is Resident Evil got a good one coming out? And we'll find Walker and keep trying. They just released the 9th installment. American Truck Simulator going to release on the PS5 console. Is it coming to the Switch trucking? Do you happen to know? Because my son really enjoys like the farm simulator games. He goes in waves. Right now he's on a Mario Maker phase again. So that's been the one he's been playing the most. Doubt it. Bummer. Yeah, that would be great for him to have there. I wouldn't mind letting him come in here, but if I let him come in and the younger siblings want to come in, I don't want all my stuff getting knocked around and what have you. All right, that should be the game. I mean, this guy can go uh, victory formation if he wants to. He's played it pretty smart so far. We'll see if he wants to rub it in. Well, he's sending the offense out. Maybe we get lucky on a hit stick or something. Yeah, the farm simulator games have been wonderful. He's had a lot of hours of enjoyment in them. I like them too. I'm not particularly good on them trucking. I never spend enough time to really get good with the mechanics and figuring out all the stuff I need to do. You'll be streaming the trucking game, right, trucking? I would hope. I don't know why he's running his offense. I mean, he gives me a small chance, but doesn't make a lot of sense here. And he'll get Rice out of bounds. Now he's going nil down. Yeah, he didn't need to do it that way. Wonder if he'll get irritated if I jump off sides and run another play. Truckin' be truckin', he says. Yeah, he's not going to get goaded. So, yeah, good game to this guy. I mean, had a few plays where I think if I had used her better, might have been able to jump onto some of those routes, but he threw him in where he needed to get him, and victory's rightfully theirs. That onside recovery gave us a little win under the cells there on the comeback hopes. We'll play a new season here in a minute. So that was veteran division. Had a legend Super Bowl win week or two back. That Kenneth Walker's really carried me. Of course, the game's getting more and more 97 stuff released into it. We get a Falcons team affinity. How are the Falcons going to be this coming season? I don't know. I don't think good. Tight Spot's in the house. How are you, Tight Spot? Their rookie standout guy sounds like he's going to go behind bars for a long time. That was a Nets game, dude. That Milwaukee comeback was legit. Looked like Utica had it, and then Utica got closed. They all got demoted to the Scranton branch. Alec Ingold is our 88 overall that I didn't know we needed. All right, let's finish up the season. Get the recap. Quite good until that Super Bowl game. Got a pay dirt pack. We'll see how this goes. Hey, thanks so much for thinking about us. Yeah, hope you had a great stream. Yesterday I did a sponsored stream. It's for that marathon game. I'm telling you in case you happen to have that sponsorship offer. And they popped me on the front page. I didn't know I was going to be on the front page. I ended streaming, so I had like buku viewers, so really threw me off. But yeah, hope everything's going well out in the UK for you. Thanks for thinking of us. I don't know why the bot didn't notify that there was a raid. Let's see, 5-1 during the final period. Big slap, 6-5 win. Yeah, that game was completely nuts, dude. Definitely thought like, oh, I kind of wish we had the Baltimore Blast game that we were intended to have, but then yeah, the Wave and Utica City ended up being a tremendous watch. We had PNG tuber Donnie hosting most of that one. Applying to a Discord message real fast. Tight Spot will see it in the CSN Discord. All right, so we got Seahawks on Seahawks. It's going to be a good game for Seattle fans, depending on which uniform they're rooting for. 1v1 me. Gotta follow the stream, JB. No one-on-ones if you're not a follower. Let's see, how many viewers did I have? So on the purple platform, it popped off to over 1,200 viewers. Hey, thanks for following, JB. Here's the deal. I'm not going to add you and all that stuff. If you want to play, you can stream snipe me. We're playing regular season MUT, so get ready and snipe the next game. Let's see, you got 2-man picks, 4-man picks, 6-man picks. Ready, who's active? Kobe, nobody's ready for your picks. The Commanders released Lattimore. Oh, hey, thanks for following Brees Hall. I didn't know that had happened. I guess that's breaking this morning, right? Or maybe afternoon for you guys on the East Coast. Still morning time out here. Thanks for the big raid from our friend across the pond, Charity. Hopefully I pronounced the name right. Just happened. Yeah, that's kind of a marquee name. I think the best days are behind him, but still... Lattimore going to be finding a new home. Is this a big announcement incoming? No. It just replied to the guy kind of spamming the journal chat. But I didn't want to not acknowledge him. Let's see. It's a good thing for the Commanders. Saves you $18 million. Plus, he's not that good anymore. Yeah, that's a huge savings. I didn't realize he was making that much money. They're in DC. All right, so Walker, who's got the ultimate freight train thing going here. Yeah, please drop her a follow if you guys don't have her. Really cool streamer that I've known since around the time I got partnered through the partner Discord server. Wow, that was a dangerous throw. So now you have like 90 million in cap. Big announcement today. Truckin's looking and feeling pretty. Truckin's always looking good. But we need to acknowledge that Truckin's looking good. So let him know and give him a follow if you haven't. Jackson Sutton 87. Thanks for following, Jackson. Jackson, who is your favorite actor of all time? That's really close to the first down. Seahawks won the Super Bowl. What? You're messing with me, Chris. The Seahawks won the Super Bowl? Are you serious? In this economy? Jackson Sutton's favorite actor is Tom Cruise. That Pepe the Frog on the dancing moves there is reminding me of Roger from American Dad. With the body style. Yes, Montgomery got traded. That's a pretty big trade there for the Lions. But he stacked the run and stuffed me. Yikes. Don't like that. Jay, that's a weird first question, dude. To be honest with you. So we're gonna go ahead and move on from Jay. Alright, so Chris is breaking news here. The Seahawks finally did it. They're the world champions. Seahawks fan is back, says Smokin' Wood. Hey, what's happening, Smokin' Wood? Go Seahawks. I got some Super Bowl merchandise I need to put up here in the office now. That came in the other day. But somebody's breaking the news that they just won the Super Bowl. Now they don't have the power back anymore. Yeah, no more Sonic and Knuckles for Lion fans. Trekking, your remote game is elite. I'm getting distracted from the game because the emotes in chat are better than what I'm doing on the field. JSN gets the first down. Let's see. So Seahawks fans are back in the chat. The SDS trailer is back. It's the same game we've been playing for 7-8 years, dude. There's only so many cinematic cutscenes they can show us to try to cover up for the lack of innovation on the game. Oh, he's got me cooked. I clicked on the wrong defender. Well, this is not what we wanted, man. Got down to a goal to go. I didn't convert, and now he converts. Did I expect it to be good? Yeah, exactly, tight spot. Yeah, what were you expecting it to be? No way, they misnamed the shows and a wrong player. Oh, that's bad. That's bad production value, even worse than I was expecting. Good trade for the Texans. He might be better than Mixon. Yeah, they're going to have a good combo there, right? They have Marks is the lead back or was the lead back. Now they got Montgomery. Lions can rely on Gibbs, but they may want to get a backup to Gibbs. All right, let's see if Walker can give us a shot in the metaphorical arm here. Not a bad return, but it's not going to get a 6. TikTok viewers, you guys control the timer. Please follow, share, and like. If you're not tapping, you're napping, and we got to get 100,000 likes to do a big pack opening when MLB The Show returns. So let's go ahead and build up the thumb skills, guys. Send those likes in. Mixon returns next year. But they have Marks, though, right? Isn't Marks the main back, and they have Mixon returning? So they have a pretty good backfield. So we'll get a first down conversion. Clock's speeding down. I put on shoot clock without realizing I did. Bad habits from playing the event modes. Man, this is our first game in our new season here. And the barn show getting loose and taking it all the way. Yeah, all right. Good going, AJ Barner. Let's see. So Mixon will start over Marks, and RB2 will be Montgomery. So Marks will be RB3 probably. Is Mixon that good? I don't feel like Mixon's the guy you have to completely plan around. Running back by committee is what I think, but I've been wrong before. I did read yesterday the Cardinals expect to waive Kyler Murray, and the Dolphins expect to waive Tua. I think with the Dolphins, they were going to waive Tua post June 1st cut to save them a little bit of dead cap space. He isn't that good, to be honest. I thought he put up some good fantasy numbers, but I don't really watch their games too often. And Joey Galloway with a nice catch. Yeah, we'll change up the light color here in the office a little bit. Opponent's got the ball starting next half here. He's got a good little comeback throw that he likes to do when he wants to convert down distance, and he just ran it on me on that play. There's a timeout from our opponent. Oh, look at Bama bringing out the emote game. Oh, 3.6, yeah, that doesn't sound particularly good. Maybe it was the volume he was getting that was throwing me off. I thought I had that one with Cam Chancellor as he was trying to find Arroyo downfield. Yeah, let's get it. Exactly. Vrabel looks wrong in the Seahawks uniform. We need to open a pack for Chowderhead, too. I think being in the Super Bowl, I lost my mind there for a minute. Chowderhead getting over being ill, and we're going to open a pack and get his name on the wall. Let's see, Jimmy Wayne. Thanks for the rose, Jimmy. We take a couple timeouts, try to force him into a bad decision. Is Chubb still going to be on the roster? I thought Chubb was on a one-and-done deal to try to prove that he can still stick around and be healthy and all that stuff. And we do get a turnover. Chance to get the lead here before half. Get the TD for Jimmy, he says. I only got 13 seconds, Jimmy. I'm trying, Jimmy. Thought that thing was parting like the Red Sea there, and I was just going to streak through. I'm going to take a quick look, Jimmy. If his defense is in the wrong spot, we're going for the double pass. If not, we're trying to throw this away and send out the field goal unit. Oh, I double pumped. Dang it, Jimmy. For once, I wanted to be a one-pump guy. But yeah, He was open. I tapped R1 twice trying to get that throw out fast. I panicked Jimmy. We're going to try the 60-yarder into the win for Jimmy here. Didn't quite get all of it. But it's good. From downtown. So we got the lead at least, Jimmy. I keep forgetting to activate one of these defensive X factors. Let's open this pack for Chowderhead. Truckin approves. He liked the 60-yarder into the win. The other day I pulled a couple of Drake May rookies. Wouldn't mind doing that again. First in the pack is Jalen Hyatt. Ooh, it's not May, but it's Michael Penix. Mission failed. Get him next time. And last in the pack, DeForest Buckner. All right, so a double Seahawk game. We'll kick it away. 37 minutes left guaranteed. TikTok if you want more time. You guys are in charge of the time bank. Follow, share, and like, right? The more follows and stuff we get going, longer the stream goes. Or send a universe or something. That'll crank up the timer too. 5 at least we're trucking. Walker is romping through my defense there. Trucking putting us all to shame. Got Bama's attention. And we'll get him in the backfield for a stop. You want your team to draft Sonny Styles at 7. Tell me about Sonny Styles. I don't follow college football particularly close. I'm unfamiliar with this game, to be honest with you. And he'll take the check down. That's fine. I think that was a no-gain play. And he went to the backfield. That's going to drop him for a 5-yard loss. Defense standing strong for now. 4th and 17. Does he keep out his offense? Let's see. Looks like he will. Bold strategy. Let's see if it pays off for our opponent. I'm going to try to play to the sticks here with L1. He's 6'5", 277 pounds. He runs a 4.47 and has a 43.5 inch vertical. Got the Nate Robinson vertical, right? I think I saw a meme on him yesterday, or at least a graphic on him, where Nate Robinson was breaking this guy down. Didn't realize it was Styles, but I saw that vertical popped up yesterday. Hey, what's up, Blitz Boy? Yeah, Seahawks, baby. Who's your favorite Seahawk, Blitz Boy? Please follow up. We want all the Action Green buddies hanging out in here. Now it's time for 3 yards on a cloud of dust, right? We got the lead in the football in the second half. The Bear Bryant offense coming your way here, hopefully. We'll run crack toss, and if it looks like it's lined up wrong, we'll audible to an inside run. Walker's going to get the edge. It's going to be more than 3 yards in the cloud of dust. Favorite all-time, Cam Chancellor. You have 100 for the Seahawks to win this game, says Shaquan Barkley. I like your chances there, Shaquan. All right, victory is ours. Our peer has conceded the game. There is joy in Mudville. Kenneth Walker ran another TD for the Seahawks, or he leaves as a free agent, possibly. We're in Legend Division, and we're 1-0. Got that going for us. Bear Bryant. I got an NFL Combine upgrade token. Chris Carson, most underrated Seahawk for the running back for the Seahawks. Chris Carson was awesome, man. I guess he got really into what is it? Is it CrossFit? The gyms where they do the kind of nutty workouts. It may not be CrossFit. He got into one of the really aggressive bodybuilding methods, and I think that's how he damaged his neck, unfortunately. I'm glad that he actually did retire and didn't try to go back because he had like a lot of screws and stuff kind of holding him in place after all the body damage, and would have hated to see something horrific happen to Carson. He's getting injured too much. We didn't have the team for him, sadly. Yeah, Carson was such a similar style back to Marshawn, right, where he would just run through people. He didn't have that long of an era there in Seattle, so I think people will forget about him. Thomas Rawls was really good too immediately after Marshawn as well. But he had that bad leg injury, kind of derailed Rawls' career. All right, let's go. Conservative ball carrier. We don't want fumbles. Enjoying the Madden season, but it's kind of winding down. We'll be getting into some WWE when it releases, and of course MLB The Shows. Usually my main game, spring and summertime. We're gonna get Walker into his X Factor here. You just didn't like the Rawls trade with Green Bay, says Blitz Boy. Man, I didn't even remember Rawls leaving Seattle after the injuries happened to him. That should have put us in the X Factor. I don't know why it did not do it. Maybe I'm on the road at home here. We'll see if it turned on now. So if I'm on the road, I need 2 10-yard runs for Walker. I don't think I should have deactivated his X Factor. So there it is. So we got a Bills fan playing in Seattle, and apparently I'm on the road in this game. That freight train bailing me out here, where his defense really should have had me for a loss. Also sad that we traded Lockett and won the Super Bowl. Yeah, it's too bad the timing for Tyler. He came right at the end of the back-to-back Super Bowls. The next year is when he was a rookie with us, and then we get back as soon as he leaves. When the Titans moved on from him, I thought we might pick him up, but there really wasn't much of a roster need for Tyler, unfortunately. You know, consider they had already traded for Rashid Shaheed. We're close. Yeah, we got the first down. Deserved a ring. He was a Seahawk through and through. Yeah, Tyler seems like a great guy. Always enjoyed hearing him on the post-game pressers and all that. Hey, Ethan, thanks for following. Who's your favorite athlete of all time, Ethan? Blitzboy, thanks for following. Lights are flashing for you. Yeah, the timer goes up a little bit when you guys follow. Love to get the follow train moving. And we're just going to hammer the run game. It's kind of a battering drive. And Walker's in. Donovan, thanks for the heart me. How's your day been, Donovan? Yeah, good to have you in the stream. Of course, the heart me puts you guys on the TikTok team. I tried to catch that going left to right too quickly. I was impatient, and I'm going to shank the kick. We'll see if that comes back to haunt me later on. Not my finest moment there with the kicker. But yeah, usually I'll wait for it to be going right to left on my screen. And I was just like, okay, let me just stop this one. Wanted to flat my gum some more. You knew you wanted Lattimore gone in week 3. He got burned by a receiver who had like 200 yards this year. And you're a Commander fan. My buddy Nats fan was just in chat right before you popped in. He's also a Commander fan. I think he usually tunes in from work, so he may not be able to chat right now. If he's even still working. Might have had a closed tab if the boss walked by. Donovan, I'm doing good. I had a nice weekend. How about yourself? Our question of the day today, do cold french fries hit different, or are cold french fries straight trash? I was trying to crash down on those crossing routes, but he went to the one going right to left that was a little further up the field, closer to the line of scrimmage, and it was wide open. And hands off to Love, and we'll get him down for a 4-yard gain. Let's go no huddle. Oh, thought Plexical Burst was going to make a play on that, but just sailed over his head. Looked like he was going to hit him in the helmet for a minute. So I'm hearing the MLB The Show trailer is bad. From a reliable source. Real tight spot. Man, I can't get there with Thomas. Try to cut off the route. Anybody in chat want to play a little chill head-to-head against Blitz Boy? Let him know if you do. It's MLB baseball game. Can't be screwed up since Blitz Boy. As somebody that streamed the game a lot last 5-6 years of my life, I think they can screw some stuff up. I don't think Seattle would have won the Super Bowl if Geno still had Geno, who he's bad in important games. Geno led the league in come from behind wins this time as a Seahawks starter. So I don't know that I believe that necessarily, but we'll never know for sure. Of course, Seattle tried to extend him. Geno wanted more money, and then he ended up getting traded to Vegas. But Darnold had a great game against the Rams. It's hard to say if Geno would have had a similar game because we needed a lot of points in that particular matchup. If all things were the same throughout the season and would have been the same circumstances, I definitely think he could have won that Super Bowl. The Super Bowl was a game that very much turned into a game management style game, and Geno's more than capable of that. But yeah, he did have an issue around the goal line a lot for Smith, where he was fortunately turning it over once we got into the red zone. That last year in Seattle a lot. And I think that continued on with the Raiders this past season. Without looking up the stats. I saw the Vikings want to get Geno Smith to press J.J. McCarthy. They're interested in Geno and Kyler Murray is what I saw yesterday. Alright, so the opponent gets the touchdown drive and takes the lead. He converts to after I failed to make my point after try. Walker is going to one-play drive us a special teams touchdown. Kenneth Runner to the house. Get going, Kenneth. Let's try to go for 2, considering we didn't get our conversion. He got his. Try to make it a 6-point game. He's lined up on the outside with Cromartie, and we'll just hammer it in there. I'd like to see Malik Willis on the Vikings. That would be an interesting story if he's good. Yeah, it seems like Malik did enough that he's probably going to get a shot somewhere, right? I could be wrong. I think he's a free agent this year. Thought he was at the end of his Packers contract. Suddenly, Purple Chat says I'm connecting to chat, which is weird. Now my opponent's not moving, so I don't know. Maybe having a little bit of a internet hiccup, but I don't think I am. Okay, so he is a free agent. Man, Truckin', did you figure out the code on that stream element spot? I feel like you're like waiting for a certain time and you're winning every time, which is completely fine if you crack the code. But Truckin' has been hot on the stream elements proposition here lately. I think Truckin' knows exactly when to hold them and fold them. Dusty, Levi, Manny, Buffalo Bills, T-Top Gaming. I see you guys scrolling in on our TikTok platform. Welcome aboard. You did lose one today. There's a 6'6" quarterback who ran a 4.37. He's got a 43-inch vertical. Somebody's got to grab him just as a project, even if he's not particularly good at reading defenses or anything, right? With those measurements. Got to be a GM out there saying, yeah, I can fix him. Is our opponent going to quit? What's this guy doing? Right now he's ready to go. Maybe. He'll be like a 3rd round pick, day 2 or 3. I read it's a really good draft for safeties this year. Charles Woodson with the takeaway, and we will get it down to the 3. I must have missed when you lost Truckin'. I feel like you've been hitting a bunch in a row. I need to get some good giveaways for us. If this guy actually delivers the 2K code, I'm going to see if I can get a 2K code to give away too. But first, I want him to deliver the one that he claims he's going to send. Dylan is our latest follower. Welcome to our stream, Dylan. Dylan, what's your favorite fast food restaurant? Team could go Caleb Downs at 7 as well. Give me some Raiders Super Bowl tickets as dead so. I was only 4 years old. No, wait a minute. They played in the early 2000s. Never mind. I was going to make a joke about the 84 Super Bowl. That was the last one that you guys won. Dead so, how are you, dude? Good to see you in the stream. Yeah, I need a giveaway soon, Truckin', so you guys can use some of these points. Dead so, I'm going to shout you out in the purple stream. There we go. Because Raider fans need love too. He's got the same name on TikTok. He does a lot of motorcycle videos these days. I looked at my friendship leaderboard, and you look like you're still a Madden sweat dead, so even though you say you don't play the game much anymore. So your win-loss record was nuts recently. I was trying to check my own stats, and then that popped up. Don't mean to hate, but you think a Raiders Super Bowl isn't happening anytime soon, says Brees Hall in our purple chat. Might start streaming the rides. Oh, that could do really well. I haven't seen any of that on the lives when I do occasionally browse a live stream there, but yeah, that'd be fun content. I think they got me for DPI. Raiders Super Bowl tickets was a joke. Got a long ways to go. Man, I was hoping Pete was going to work out, obviously, for your Raiders. Maybe Kubiak's the right guy. I didn't like that they moved on from Pete after 1 year, but I mean, that was a tough year for Raider fans to stomach, too, so I understand it, but I was hoping he still had some magic left in him. I don't know what's going to happen with Geno. I think Geno might get left on the roster to Mincher Mendoza for a season or two, but we'll see. I saw the Vikings were trying to get Geno. Yeah, I was really hoping Pete was going to work out there. I was even rooting for you guys to beat Seattle in that preseason game when you had the long kick from Carlson to walk it off, and it ended up being the 2020 tie or whatever it was. But yeah, I wanted Pete to have his revenge against Seattle because I didn't like how they pushed him out. But of course, proof's in the pudding. McDonald worked out for us as head coach, but yeah, I still love Pete Carroll. Glad he got some money off his contract, but I'm sure he'd prefer to be on a sideline. You don't think it was Geno Smith's fault? It was more the team was terrible, says Brees Hall. You think it's time for Pete Carroll to retire? He's too old. Yeah, I can't imagine anybody who hires Pete. I could see something weird happening though, like this coming season. You guys might remember when I think it's Gary Kubiak had the heart attack and the Browns needed an interim coach. I could see Pete maybe stepping in if something like that presented itself, but I don't think anybody's going to line up to get Carroll at this stage. Truckin says he'd rather have Helen Keller at quarterback than Geno Smith. That's tough. What was the movie on Helen Keller? Wasn't it like Miracle Worker or something like that? I know there was a pretty good film or popular film from like the 40s or 50s. That could be her nickname if she gets a chance to quarterback. All right, Seahawks and Bills again. I don't know if I'm playing the same guy. A lot of Bills fans today. Bills are a super interesting franchise to me. They moved on from McDermott, but then they hired one of his assistants to be the guy. I don't think it's going to move the needle for him. Hey, K-Dog, welcome in. Thanks for the follow. K-Dog, who's your favorite actress of all time? You think more Raider fans would like Eli Manning over Geno Smith? You may be setting me up for one, Brandon, but you realize Gino was the one that snapped Eli's consecutive game starting streak for the Giants, right? Played one game. They fired the I think they fired the coach and the GM after that, and then Eli was back as the main dude in New York. Oh, there's Slushy King. What's up, Slushy King? How's your day treating you? Starting to warm up. I'm assuming people are buying more slushies, probably. Keeping me on the toes, says Brandon. Yeah, kind of an interesting little footnote there. Stepped in and snapped Eli's consecutive game streak. Well, somehow I held on, but I really should have went possession catch. I got lucky. This guy's playing quite a bit better defense than my last opponent. I don't think it's the same Bills guy. I don't usually pay attention to the usernames too much. Slushy season is exactly a month away, says the king of the slushies. Yeah, that wasn't much of anything. Your team has a whole new staff, but a head coach, but a head coach, basically, you're excited, also nervous for next year. Yeah, Coach Quinn, he did clean up the staff there quite a bit. I did see the twin. Yeah, I was confused. He was like, "Hey, this is Slushy." Been watching NFL Sheets. Chiefs O-line is going to be different this season. Thankfully, my offensive line held up long enough to get Steve Smith open there. Let's see. Building up that account is Slushy King. Hey, Windsor, thanks for the double money gun. Bang, bang. Windsor, off the top rope. Thanks, Windsor. How was your weekend, dude? Timer's moving up. Thanks for the heart me as well, Windsor. This guy's stuffing the run. I don't like that. Yeah, how's your day been, bud? Thanks for jumping in. And Walker that time able to break through some arm tackles. Should you sell K9? I mean, I'm not probably going to sell, but I'm probably jumping off the consistent Madden play here in a day or two. We're getting close to the WWE game, and then we're close to MLB The Show. I don't know with Walker, man. I mean, they're saying the Lions may try to go get him now that they traded away Montgomery. I think Seattle has to at least be trying to bring Walker back, but I know they don't want to overpay. So the Commanders have a new offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, new defensive line coach, and offensive line coach. Yeah, that's a lot of movement there in DC. It seems like Walker's more gone than he's staying. I don't think it's a coin flip at the moment, but we'll see. Yeah, the weather is great here. I was going to go out and check it out this morning for a bit, and then I looked at the news, and apparently we had a shelter in place warning for my hometown. One of the plants, the food processing plant, had a chemical leak, so apparently the shelter in place thing was already been lifted by the time I read the news. But I kind of feel like let that stuff dissipate out of the air. Don't really want to get chemical burns on my lungs, and especially not for the kids. Kenneth Walker's asking for $100 million. Oh, we can't pay him that much, even with the cap increase. Running backs don't make that much money in the NFL, right or wrong. Receivers, quarterbacks, and the other positions make quite a bit more. I would think Walker, the most Seattle probably wants to pay is maybe 10, 12 million. Exactly, yeah. No way, just stay inside. Let that stuff blow out. It's on the other side of town from me, but the winds are typically west to east, blowing out where I live, so I don't want to jeopardize my health or anybody else's. I can't blame Walker for securing, wealth for himself and his family if he can get that type of contract either. Yeah, Seattle can't overpay just because of the great Super Bowl performance. Chiefs released somebody and got 25 million in cap space. Wasn't it Smith that they moved on from Brandon this morning? Isn't Shaquan the highest paid running back? That sounds right to me, Breeze. This guy's got a good drive going here. He's got that Mendoza card at quarterback. I packed it and sold it the other day. Got me some more coins for the Seahawk theme. I just don't know what to spend on. Seahawk theme has a lot of those LTDs that are just crazy in price. You know, 3-4 million for a card. Not sure if Madden's going to do the rookie premieres that you can grind out this year and have like next year for the game. I'll try to stay active enough to get those done, but definitely see myself slowing down here soon on Madden. Had a lot of fun with it this year. It is indeed. Yeah, there's a combine card for Mendoza, Windsor. I think you can do all 32 team chemistries on him. Oh, direct snap to Love. And he fumbles. We got the recovery. What a turn of events down on the goal line. And Smith's running out of juice, but he's got a scoop and score play. Crazy's already in the game. Brandon says Jawan Taylor. So Kenneth Walker wants the same amount or more than Shaquan. He's asking for too much. He's good. He isn't as good as Saquon Barkley during his 2,000 yard season, says our friend in the purple chat. Well, there's a thing called inflation, right? And I know you know this, but Barkley signed his contract a couple years ago. Walker's coming off Super Bowl MVP. Walker's got to try to get the bag. We got Kalen Bullock there. Don't think I need Kalen. I have a couple of combine guys in the lineup right now so we can grind out the program. So I'm just going to take the training. Friend with no display name. Thanks for following the stream today. We had a Super Bowl run. Did not get the Super Bowl win, unfortunately, for me. Now we're up to Legend Division. We got 20 plus minutes left guaranteed. We get the follow train moving. We'll have a longer stream. All right, there's my top three. Woodson, Drake Thomas, Kenneth Walker. Let's see if these boys are ready for some football. Seattle could decide to go all out, trade up to get Jeremiah Love in the draft. Seattle doesn't have much draft capital this year. We traded, I think we traded a fourth and a fifth for Rashid Shaheed. So we don't have a lot of move up capital. If anything, I would expect Seattle to look to move down out of their first round pick into the later rounds and add additional depth. Because we got a lot of free agents. We do have a good cap situation though, so we'll see what they end up doing. But I'd be stunned if Seattle tries to move up, unless they're moving future assets. But usually our general manager hasn't operated that way. I see a familiar name in the chat. I'll just let him know. Been looking at some San Jose Shark highlights. If he wants to chat, it's fine. If he's just lurking, it's all good. But yeah, good to see you around there. Sharks buddy. You know who you are. We got a good hit stick with Kitchens, but no fumble. In fact, I watched Fresno State men's hoops Saturday too. Thought about you. Streamed it to the red stream. And it is dumping them off underneath my coverage here, so try mixing in some cover two and see if we can be in the right spot. T-Law is up throwing dimes. Oh, almost had it with the big old lineman, but it deflects up and the tight end gets it. Sorry I had to see that. It was senior day, man. I had to see off the seniors. Braylon, welcome in. I even got to watch the ladies wrap up their game. It was playing in the CSN player before the men's hoops took off. Listen to Paul Loeffler on the call. Paul's from my hometown. I remember when he was a Jeopardy champion on Team Jeopardy back in the 90s. Homeschool guy for Loeffler. I remember he used to do some reporting. I think it was for CBS 47. I know he's doing a lot of the play-by-play, at least for the basketball. And Geno Atkins almost gets a pick. Dropping back with these linemen. Need to teach him how to catch. 4th and 4 incoming here. I'm not sure where I'm at defensively. That's usually a bad sign. I clicked on wrong, so he will get the conversion. But yeah, Braylon, who's your favorite athlete of all time? Welcome to our stream. He's got Arroyo on the quick hitter. That Arroyo card's very slow. Unfortunate for Seahawks theme teamers and just season 6 players. Wasn't as viable as he could have been. I guess they just tried not to make him too fast considering how tall he is, but in real life, Arroyo pretty speedy tight end. And he's got the back throw there, so had some shots at it, but the Raiders go and score. Let's see how the offense looks. Chad Johnson going to be kicking away. And we're right on the strip of the landing zone, so we'll take it out with Walker. What is going on with this Walker card? All right, he will get to the 23. Not that tornado guy. What's happening? Not that tornado guy. How's your day treating you thus far? Don't want aggressive ball carrier, went conservative. Yeah, I'm doing good. Enjoying some nice weather out in Central California. Kenneth Walker's going to enjoy a 77-yard touchdown romp. And our opponent decided to quit before we hit pay dirt there. What an interesting end to that game. He's like, I'm not dealing with Walker. I'm out. So we'll take the win. You don't like that? You don't like Madden Ultimate Team? Results are being processed. Oh, it's Barnaby. What's up, Barnaby? In reference to WWE late reply, you're hoping they push Javon Evans to a championship sometime this year. He was unsigned, bouncing around TNA, moved to NXT, and now he's rubbing shoulders with Randy Orton, etc. That was a win, right? Pretty sure that was UNLV game. They gave away. Feels like a distant memory. Yes, it was against the Running Rebels. BD4, welcome in. Barnaby, good to see you, dude. I hope everything's going good for you in the Big 26. I feel like I haven't got to chat with you in a while. Yeah, Montgomery got traded and Lattimore released. Some action is starting to happen right around the league. Finally, a 40-plus degree day tomorrow. Got you some brand new running shoes. I know it dumped a lot of snow out your guys' way, and you guys probably been waiting for that stuff to melt off and weather to warm up a bit. Can't wait to get it back out for Chowderhead. So have you not ran the whole time, Chowderhead, since you've been sick? Yeah, no, that's awesome. Yeah, I think with TikTok, there's probably filtering in the chat. Plus, there's a character limit that's, I think, a little shorter than we have over here, Barnaby. Thanks for watching us over there. Couldn't with the flu. Yeah, very dangerous. No, I completely agree. I just didn't realize that it had been that long since you got to go out. As far as the Sharks go, last 2 games have been great. You need the new 2K game. Yeah, they just slid in my inbox. It's always important as a content creator to have your email accessible, right, on all your platforms as much as you can. And you will get some spam BS in there too, but yeah. Guy just said, like, you got a front row ticket to the wrestling game, blah, blah, blah. So I replied, told him, hey, I'm a good one to give a code to. I do a lot of sports genre gaming and reaction stuff, and linked him to my my link tree and said, yeah, he'll mark me down for a PS5 code. So hopefully it actually comes through. Hopefully it comes through for Tight Spot as well. It's been like 9 days for Chowderhead. He's craving the run. Somehow we held on to that. That was pretty fortunate for me. To be fair, his defense was good there. To be unfair, we schooled him. So I looked at the standings, Anthony, and it looked like the Sharks are on the outside looking in, though, for the playoff picture. I think they're like 2 games over 500 with, however many ties that are on the record. I hope they could make it in just for the playoff experience for the young players. I was glad Team USA won, although I felt bad for Macklin. Trade deadline is Friday. We'll see. Yeah, that'll give us an indication as to what they're thinking. I guess Greer's doing an okay job with the GM role there. He's trying to hit him with the no huddle, and he's going to slow it down. Now he's pausing. I don't mind if he quits. Be fine with me. Maybe he got a DoorDash or something. Let's see. Miles _ RTR. Thanks for following, Miles. How's your day been? Did I see what the Lions did? Lions made 2 trades today, right? They traded offensive lineman and they traded Montgomery, as far as I'm aware, Snoozy. I didn't see about the lineman trade. Cam told me in chat earlier. I'm playing a Lions fan opponent who's taking the sweet time to get these plays called in here. That one pretty much unevaded to Walker on the crack toss. So keep the offense out. Maybe they wanted to replace him with somebody cheaper on a 3rd or 4th round pick that they got for him. No more Knuckles and Sonic though for Lions fans. Seemed like those guys enjoyed playing with one another. I thought I could fit that into Smith and maybe turn the corner around his user for the first down. So he clamped me up there. Afford any setbacks? I missed something. Oh, the Sharks probably can't afford any setbacks, right? So we'll see how we play against Cam Ward and this Lion offense. Looks like he's got the Lion theme team too. He's got Gibbs. I see him on Ross St. Brown. And some different Lion cats out there. Yeah, he throws behind him. I'm lucky on that. Was hitting down on the D-pad and clicked onto a user I wasn't sure who it was for a minute there. Wow, terrible throw from Ward bells me out. Let's see what he does on the strip play. And we get a jumping knockdown stop there. So, kind of bailed out. I'll take it. Big gamble from Mrs. Fur. 76, 76, 67, 67. And it's unfortunate. It feels bad, man. The result. Jenny, are you buying MLB The Show when it comes out? You know, I did open it this weekend, and I saw all kinds of animation. What was going on this weekend? Was it Go Fest or something? because I wasn't dialed into it. I just looked at it yesterday. Jenny's looking for somebody to buy it for. Would you stream it if you got it? Hey, what's up, Matt? Congratulations on the big celebrity meeting this weekend, Matt. Go tour anniversary or something. Don't have the console for Jenny. Nerdfest says Solo Phil. Hey, I enjoy my Pokemon Go, especially when I'm out and about, sitting around waiting for everybody to get ready, open it up, see what little Pokemon are spawning around me. Yeah, he was, right? Oh, Skyballer's in the house. Skyballer, how are you, dude? Thank you for the bit bomb. The baller bomb. I did have a nice weekend. How's little baller doing, and how are you doing, friend? Basketball wrapped up for us. Now we're breaking out the baseball equipment. Look at Walker. Ultimate Freight Train. Skyballer's the one that told me to set him up that way. Kind of crazy how expensive consoles still are. It is nuts. I think, pandemic times, there's a lot of accusations that these retailers increase the prices because the supply chain slowed down, rightfully so, and they just left the prices up on a lot of things. I think that's something that's happened with the consoles. Also, why does a digital file cost $70 now instead of 60? Like they all just slipped a quick 10 spot on us for these other games. They haven't really gone down much in price. Still got your Xbox Series from 21. I thought about maybe getting the PS5 Pro, but I didn't think it was necessary. Doesn't seem like there's much of an upgrade. We chilled this weekend for Skyballer. Didn't really do much. Going Lakers Nuggets game again on Thursday. Same seats as before, but one row closer. Got yours off of the marketplace. It was sketchy, and you got lucky for Chowderhead. I got lucky on the PS5, and I've told the story before, but bears repeating right now, that it came in stock on Best Buy day one of selling them to the public. I bought mine real quick, and then I pinged the Discord server, and like 4 or 5 guys in my Discord got their PS5s that day too. Skyballer, thanks for all the bits, buddy. 14 bits from Mr. Baller. What are my thoughts on the Montgomery trade? I don't know. I'm a little surprised. I thought they liked having that two-headed running back committee, but maybe they want to save some cap space and get some young capital in. I know that there's some Seahawks fans speculating that Kenneth Walker is going to go sign with the Lions now. Skyballer, thanks for the bits again. Oh, he requested a trade. I didn't know that part of it. I saw the headline this morning, but that was all I saw. Shoot, Gibbs going right through. Textbot got lucky with the mic from a Mustache Man from the New England region. You are lucky. Being you only play a few games, the X makes no sense for you if the S ever breaks on you. Let's see. Jenny says, pretty controller illiterate. You think you'd embarrass yourself? You did tell your friend if they ever bring their console that you bet your chat would pay big money for you to play the games on console. Well, you're good on Nintendo Switch, Jenny. I remember playing Mario Kart against you. Didn't see anything on social media. Oh, he's got the check down route there. Sorry, I'm trying to stay up with chat. I'm sorry if I missed anything, guys. You requested a trade from the Colts on Twitter about 5 years ago. Still sitting there. It's Solo Phil. Wonder what's next for your man, David. He's doing the Lone Star step out to the Houston Texans. Yeah, Ginny, I believe, I'm going to stick my foot in my mouth now, but I believe Ginny was a tutor for David Montgomery when he was in college. I know you tutored a couple guys that went into the NFL. You should snap and see what's going on. Probably can't talk about it. Yeah, you're good on the Switch. I don't think there's that big a difference between the Switch and playing on PS5 or Xbox. I would say these are a little bit more serious gamer consoles, but I mean, it's still just video games, so they make MLB The Show for the Switch. It's the same game, honestly. It's the Switch version, not the Switch 2 version, and that's one way that we know the show's not taking a big leap this year. They're still supporting the original Switch. Oh, I was trying to hedge inside and get a hit stick, expecting him to spin in. Backfired on me. There's some other cyclones on the Texans. You did actually mentor David Montgomery. So yeah, Ginny's got Montgomery stories. Is Montgomery the guy that you booped, or was it somebody else that was on the football team? Diamond Dynasty, they released a trailer today, or some trailer dropped today, and Tight Spot said it was terrible. Look at that hit stick. Can we get the recovery? We will. I think they're doing a Legends trailer this week, and just all the lead up stuff to the game. Okay, so that's right. David Montgomery was who Ginny booped. I kind of forgot about it until you jogged my memory. I'm not great at remembering where guys go to college. I should have remembered that one because I know he's one of your friends. As a Sox fan, you're excited for still excited for Dustin for Chowderhead. Yeah, I'm getting ready for baseball, like real life baseball and the show. Staying positive and hopeful about the game for Chowderhead. Chowderhead, I'm giggling because I'm usually like a very optimistic person, and I try to bring that to the streams. It may not always come out that way, but I try to bring that deal where people come in and hopefully leave in a better mood than when they join. I'm so negative on the show. I feel like all I put out is just salt and hate on the game at this stage. After playing the same version of the game so many years that they haven't updated, but I'm glad that you have some optimism on it, and even if it is an outdated game in a lot of ways, we can still have fun with it, right? You've been on both ends of it. Yeah, the show's one thing that I get very, very negative, very quick on nowadays. All of you guys scrolling on TikTok, hey, I'm talking to the buddies in the purple chat. You guys can join there. Same name everywhere. And please follow up if you're on TikTok chat. We're going to go for it here on fourth down. This guy's defense has been pretty good. See if we can get somebody loose and free for the first down. And it'll be the Barn Show getting us the conversion. Solo Phil, he's optimistic. It's going to be good. I can't believe I bought 2 versions of it. But yeah, I got the Switch version coming as well. At least my content should be interesting for those on TikTok that want to see the pack openings. So I always put the pressure on them to send 100,000 likes each stream. And that got a lot of good engagement last year. So I'll be able to rack up the packs if I'm playing it on the Switch, throughout the day, whenever it's convenient to do so. So, kind of run out of time on this drive. It's about getting that fourth down conversion. See if we can get Walker on the hot route on the seam play. That defender's like draped on him. Let's see, you're nervous for how ISU basketball will finish out. At least they're losing some stuff now. Hopefully they'll just like ... not lose anymore. Maybe be a lower seed, be better for them in the tournament. You don't know. We don't do well when we're considered good. Are you a fan of Audrey Cooks? Because I love watching the Cooks highlight reels whenever they pop up. Is it Audie? Did I say Audrey? It's Audie, right? With no R. Yeah, I enjoy watching whenever she pops up. Don't know if she's projected to be a WNBA player or not, but I don't see why she wouldn't be. I know she deals with people commenting on her body style, but she just goes out and scores points, gets rebounds, and plays good basketball. Iowa State men are crushing, says Tight Spot. Punts out of timeouts here. Don't often punt, but I thought that was a good case to punt there. Didn't want to give them much of an opportunity. Tight Spot says Iowa sucks. I think Jeannie's an all Iowa supporter. Or at least not a huge Iowa hater, even being an Iowa State alum. Iowa State women love them, says Tight Spot. All right, so probably our last game of the day, barring the timer exploding there on TikTok, but yeah, it's been a good session. Yesterday was such a weird stream for me doing that marathon sponsored stream. Not giving streamers a heads up that they might be featured on the front page is a big mistake from Twitch, in my opinion, because I would have planned a lot differently around the whole thing, even if it's not guaranteed. But Yeah, I had boatload of traffic and I didn't realize it till after I had wrapped up. That would have been some good stuff to know. All right, so we'll pull down Gibbs 7-0 at the half. Huge lover, her being a cute cat lady. Hey, who doesn't love cats? If you don't love cats, you're in the wrong stream. I like the dogs though too. There's Munster. Munster making an appearance. It will come out on the defensive side. Is it New Muse? The name of the emote. Good old EJ. He's a cutie patootie. How's EJ doing these days? You haven't been posting him in pads. We do usually get Willow Wednesday from Willow's owner in my Discord server. Although I'm kind of bad about remembering to post my own pets in there. 8 months old yesterday. Just a kitty. Ward will throw it away. How was that not intentional grounding? I guess he got it past the line of scrimmage. Baden Baker. What's up, Baden? How was your weekend, Baden? Yeah, things are pretty good here. Weather's really nice. And of course, we're going to be springing forward in about a week, right? For those of us that live in states that still do the spring forward, fall back shenanigans. Nick Imawari, Demon Wari with the interception. He'll fight to stay in balance, and we'll start in the red zone. Yeah, you know what? Somebody else alerted me to what was going on, and I can kind of see both arguments on it, on that whole interaction deal, and yeah, people are entitled to their opinions. Those platforms are for us to give our opinions on, and you're never inflammatory. I've never seen you like calling people idiots or something just because you disagree with them. I know it's easy to get pulled into that stuff when people start lobbing insults, but yeah, how we conduct ourselves around these things. There's an etiquette and there's probably a sub etiquette within each category too. I know with like art streams, there's a lot of support through the art community, from what I understand, where self promotion's a lot more welcomed. I think with gaming and maybe sports gaming, ego driven, a little bit competitive. People don't want anybody taking anything from them, and it can kind of be viewed differently too. But I always try to rate out. I always try to shout out the streamers that I know, and that's just how I do it. And, other people don't do it that way, and certainly their prerogative too. Tight spot, no self promotion. No, listen, I don't usually look at anything on Twitter these days. Don't look at many TikTok videos, Instagram reels. I'm not in many streams, so please never take my lack of interaction as anything personal. I usually, if I'm doing something on my phone, it's usually I'll read Reddit, just try to keep up with the news on sports and what's going on with the world a bit. Hey, Spy, I gotta give you a hard time, dude. Let's see. Everyone's allowed to have their own rules. Sure, there's probably a few mutuals involved in the thread, and saw yours. Hardly on there anymore. I wish Blue Sky would have popped off more than I've seen it do. I get the occasional follow over there, but like I haven't made any serious connections. And then Threads just seems super dead to me. Would love to see X just fall apart. Don't really care for it much as a platform anymore. Used to be like the go-to spot for breaking news, 10, 15 years back. At least to me it was, right? There's free agent signing. Oh, this player just landed over in Seattle when he's talking to the Seahawks or whatever. You could always get that cool stuff from the beat writers. Now it's kind of feels like it's all spread out everywhere. Yeah, that was a good drive for my opponent. Jenny says, branched out in watching the sports streams because the obnoxious chats are helping you learn random slang. You're prepared to call the kids out for being inappropriate at school. Yeah, you'll definitely see it in the sports communities. I would think the 2K community might be one of the best ones to monitor if you want to know if you're getting roasted by the students. We'll stop them on the conversion attempt so we maintain an 8-point advantage. Would love to just run out the clock here as much as we can. You mean the show community? Yeah, sports in general, I think, can be a good place. But yeah, the show's picked up a lot of toxicity, from what I understand. I wish I had a different word to describe it. From when I first started streaming, because when I first started, I was on Xbox and the show was a PlayStation exclusive, and people would tell me, "Oh, you should get a PlayStation and stream the show. It's such a small, nice, supportive community." And then the game got cross-platform. A lot of players came in for free, or essentially for free because it was included with whatever the Xbox service is, and it brought a lot of great people to the community, but it also brought a lot of knuckleheads in because of not having kind of a paywall barrier. And yeah, I think the show is probably just par for the course, probably right in the middle of the sports streams as far as the amount of nonsense that you'll put up with. 2K is still the worst one that I've been frequently a part of, though. Well, I saw Joseph there, the defender, and I thought I could stop what he was attempting to do and still sling it in, and it just got stubborn and threw it away. Maybe a good time that the stream's wrapping up here, because that was a terrible read. I want to say it went cross-platform in 21, MLB The Show 21, so now we're on to 26, so I think this is like the 5th year. COVID, everybody's still super supportive in the community. Yep. Yeah, it was still good times then. Yeah, he's got the outside throw. I was usering the other way. Drake May type read, says Tanner. Aw, come on, Tanner. Tanner, how are you, buddy? Seth, welcome in. We can still go run this ball down their throat, hopefully, and kick this walk-off winner on this ensuing drive, but that's the plan. We'll see if it works out. Still a lot of good people, but not the same. Yeah, I'd say probably the majority of the folks are good, but you have the very loud, knucklehead people that haven't matured and don't act right. New to others, seeing Chowderhead makes you feel better. Chowderhead's always a pleasure to be around. Tanner, I'm doing great. How was your weekend? All right, so not much there for Walker. This guy's solid against the run. We're going to put on 2 clock and take this to the next quarter. Yeah, you probably won't see Chowderhead in too many bad places as far as the chats are concerned too. Occasionally I'll pop in and just see what's going on if I'm seeing or if anybody like messages me that there's BS happening in the community. I'll just lurk for a few minutes and for my own opinion, but a lot of times I don't weigh in. There's some, certainly some creators that love to weigh in on everything and drive views and engagement that way, but yeah, I just don't have the energy for it. Not that there's never a time to weigh in, but in general, I just kind of stay out of stuff. Oh, what a shot from Joseph. I thought I was free running there for first down. And we got the quick read to the barn show. I don't know if I should run this in, to be honest with you guys, or if I should go down and try to bleed out the clock, but I think we'll run it in. Without bringing up anybody else's names, finally met the other ones who live in Iowa. I was always too scared to go in there. So many people only sharing because Iowa related. So, I think you know AP, right? AP's in Iowa. He's starting to stream a little bit again. As time permits. I'm trying to think of who else. Eggnog's from Iowa, and then I don't know who else may be from Iowa off the top of my head. Eggnog King, 2K guy. Graduated same class as you? Oh, that's pretty cool. Small world, right? How you can end up connecting with people in places you don't expect to. Yeah, Eggnog's done well. Apparently, he made his account before he was old enough to have an account, so they never would partner the old account. So now he had to make the 4K account and try to get partnered there. I don't know why they've given him such runaround on not giving them partnership. Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, that sounds right to me. Chowder. Yeah, he's an odd dude. I had some issues when I was on the front page where a lot of salt came my way. Um, Shoot, I want to say that was 3 years back now, and he unfollowed on Twitter, so I never rate him, and I don't participate in his community, but I don't really have any issue with him. But I think he may have believed other people that were been out of shape about me having a lot of traffic. But yeah, I don't have any moral grudge against him or anything either. Oh, that guy yesterday's Iowa. Okay, don't go there, says Chowder. So Gibbs will get the first down run. This guy's probably looking for touchdown and the conversion. Hey, yesterday I wasn't even planning anything on front page. Didn't know diddly squat about it, and then I was on the front page for that marathon game. So if you guys got that marathon sponsorship available, take it because it did stream, and so I had a boatload of traffic, and wish I would have stayed on to roll with it longer. But I think as that sponsorship stream wrapped up, then so did the extra traffic too. But yeah, I would have just stayed live through the MLS game if I would have known. But you don't know what you don't know. We got a late shot in on Ward. Trying to get the stop and hang on for the victory here. And he is close. I don't know if I would have been better off just letting him scoop in there for the score or not, but probably going to come down to a conversion attempt. The old shenanigans. TikTok, I see people scrolling in, but people aren't chatting there. Probably getting the wrong push on the algorithm. So we're going to have plenty of time for field goal range no matter what. Let's see if this guy goes for 2 or if he wants to level it. Looks like he wants to level it and force me to do something. Not give me the chance defensively. Hoping for a shank kick. That one's pure. So 21 all, 37 seconds remain. Alex James, our latest follower on TikTok. Lights are flashing. Alex, who's your favorite athlete of all time? Johnson's got the hand up, and away we head. Who wants to play Marvel with Donnie? Oh, I had a couple Marvel sponsorship things that popped up, but they were on the lower end of the offers, so I didn't take them up on them. I've said all I have to say. Unfortunately, says Anthony. Anthony, I didn't see anything from you for a bit, so that's okay. I just hope the filtering over there didn't stop something that you typed out. Hey, for you guys have to retype your messages. Yeah, probably not the smartest play, but looks like we'll get away with not fumbling there. I have to say, Michael Redd. Dude, Michael Redd was so good. I think people forget how tremendous he was in his prime with the Milwaukee Bucks. Great left-hand jumper. Good 2K shot to use if you're a 2K career player. And so Walker gets us close to field goal range. I'm going to no huddle, try to get one more run, and then I think send out the field goal unit. Not much, but we'll have a 58-yard try to try to walk this off. Okay, awesome, Anthony. Anthony Basada. Always better when he's around. Hey, Lady Rage, how are you? Good to have you in the stream. I didn't know Lady Rage was out in Indy area until yesterday. I'm doing pretty good. Big kick here coming up. Oh, no, I let the power go too far. So, on to overtime. Appreciate the raid. Hey, we like the permits. It's okay. Hands were on the wrong keys. Bummer. Yeah, I didn't need to hammer it that hard. Just needed to knock it through. Yeah, I messed up, Alex. Oh, well, we get free football. Yes, definitely type in the wrong tab from time to time. I want to kick the ball and see what I need to do here. Yeah, we got the indie contingent in here. Solo, Chaotic Monkey, when he's here, Wags, and Mr. Murder Cap and Lady Rage are all representing Indiana. I forgot what Indiana's motto is. You know, like Missouri's the show me state and California's the golden state and all that. I don't remember what Indiana's is. One time you type, oh, I've done it. I've tried to type shout out sometimes, Jenny, and my brain shuts off and I'll start to raid the streamer, and then I have to cancel real quick and not end my stream by mistake. So no, yeah, completely understand. I've done it more than once too. It's like, oh god, no, yeah, cancel. I'm not ready to wrap up yet. Dan's house debut on Raw. You gonna go see it in person, tight spot? Or are you telling me I should check out the highlights? Opponent quick on running his plays, and he's got Johnson for the first down. He's got a little check down route that gets him a positive play. Oh, it's in Indianapolis now. Now I got you. I was obviously out of the loop on that deal. Jim Abbott is a close favorite as well, might be biased, as your right hand is nearly identical. Oh, very cool. Yeah, I loved Jim Abbott when I was a kid. What a cool story, right? You know, teams tried to bun on him and all that stuff, and he was just up for the task. Got it done, pitched his no-hitter. Very successful Major League Baseball career for Abbott. Yeah, we're going to get the takeaway with Woodson. I can't keep Woodson in bounds. I tried to. I was leaning to my right with the analog stick, and we'll see if Walker can pop some runs on me. Usually I call crack toss. If I feel like they're lined up to the outside, then I audible inside. We'll see if we can get Walker going here with his freight train. Oh yeah, freight train's chugging down the track here. It's going to be a Walker walk-off after we missed a potential game-winning field goal. Walker puts the team on his back. He just needed the opportunity, and that's why he was the Super Bowl MVP. So let's see. When he played for the Brewers, your father was able to get an autograph. Very cool. Yeah, I'm still trying to enjoy the A's while they're around. You know, supposedly 2 more years here in California, and my kids have got to get some autographs at some of the games that we've attended, and hopefully they'll enjoy those memories going forward. Because I don't know how many Major League Baseball games we'll attend once the team relocates to South Nevada. This is intending to do. Don't know how much my appetite to support MLB will be in the future, but for now, just enjoying the ride here. Well, I enjoyed the ride on the stream. We won every game except for our Super Bowl game, the one that we wanted to win the most, right? But tomorrow's a new day, and kind of depends. Mrs. Danielle Freak is not 100% at the moment, health-wise. So if we don't head out like we usually do on Tuesdays, I'll probably fire up a stream, provided she's well enough to hang out with the little Danielle Freaks. Otherwise, I'll see you guys Wednesday, and Wednesday will be a double-header stream. We'll have a gaming stream in the morning, and we'll have a sports stream on YouTube in the evening. Tomorrow, I think there is a YouTube stream. Oh, tomorrow's Country Box. All right, all country music fans, subscribe on YouTube to Danielle Freak. It's country music meets boxing. I haven't watched it before, but we're watching it tomorrow, 6 p.m. And then Wednesday, that doubleheader is going to be gaming stream in the morning for sure. if I don't make it on tomorrow for gaming, and then Professional Grappling Federation Wednesday day. Hey, thanks, Tight Spot. I'm raiding your way. We're going to Vegas. Call me the Sacramento A's because we're heading to Tight Spot right now. Please follow my buddy Tight Spot. He's streaming at the moment, and I will catch you guys on the next stream. Everybody have a great start to your week here on this Monday.